finished Till Summer Do Us Part by Megan Quinn, and this is the first book that I read of hers. Now, was this a fun read? Yes, it was. Did I rate it 2 stars? Yes, I did. Now, why did I rate it 2 stars? I found that the book was very cringe. The author was trying so hard all the time to make it funny. I did not laugh, not even once. Maybe it's not my type of humor because I know that a lot of people found it really funny. I simply thought that the author was doing too much, trying to be way too funny and then failing to deliver in some way. And then I found the book to also be very much unrealistic. Because let's start from the beginning. There is no way that I personally would share my personal life to my colleagues at work. Like, make that make sense. And it's not just the personal life, because whatever, we sometimes share things, right? But they were sharing and living with each other their personal life, their personal love life. Like, I don't know. I was shocked. Like, how? That doesn't make sense to me. And then from there on, whatever else happened, I was like, I would never go back to work with these people. I would just, quit. Goodbye. It was nice to meet you all. This is where I part ways with you. Because no, that just doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't. I'm sorry. And then, why wouldn't she stop talking about her ex? There wasn't one moment, there wasn't one chapter where she wouldn't mention her ex. And not just mention her ex, she was comparing this guy to her ex. And she was also comparing this guy in bed with this guy. She was comparing him to her ex, saying, yeah, he never did that to me. Okay? That just blew me off. I was like, oh, huh? That was my reaction all the time. I was reading it and I was like, how is he okay with that? I would not be okay with that. Why are we talking about your ex? I get it. They weren't a couple. I get it. Still, it doesn't make it okay, especially when you're in bed with someone and all of a sudden you're like, my ex never did that. I don't know. Maybe it's me. It might be me. I don't know. Anyways, it was fun to read, meaning that I was curious to know what was gonna happen and all kinds of stuff. But in the end, like, I know the guy was really nice. The guy ended up being really good for her and he did all these amazing things. He was the perfect guy. But she was not the best FMC in my opinion. Also, since we're talking about the perfect guy, I hated all of his piercings. I'm not gonna say where his piercings